Hello, hello, hello. It's me again, Grace of Heart to Heart with G. And today we are going to be discussing on the reason why, despite the fact that we learn, we train, we do so many things, and situations seem not to change. All right, for our new subscribers, I just want to say thank you for having me today. Thank you for being here today. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. I'm so glad that you are here today. And I hope that you will leave here with something that will help your life go from point A to the next point. And for my returning subscribers, are you guys not just the MVPs? You are awesome, and I am grateful and I appreciate you all. Okay, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, please. Also like, comment. I want to hear your opinions, the good, the bad about this video. Please say it in the comments below. Let me know also. I would like you to also, when you are listening, let me know the area or the part that resonates with you. Okay, you could also give us 1 or 2 tips that you have used that helped you in being self-disciplined enough to achieve your goal or a project or whatever it is. And you see that little bell beside, just by the side there, over there. Yes, that's a notification bell. Don't forget to click it too, so that you can get to know when I post new videos. Back to my question. So why is it that, despite the fact that we learn and they say that knowledge is power, it seems most times it doesn't reflect in our lives? It's simple, lack of self-discipline. I keep hearing the same complaint, the same questions over and over again. What can I do to move from where I am to do better? Yes, I've talked about self-empowerment. I've talked about time management. I've talked about surrounding yourself with the right people. I've talked about habits and so many other things. If you go through my videos, you see all that I've talked about to help you become the person that you want to be. However, if you do all these things, you get self-empowered, you surround yourself with the right people and all whatnot. If you really want to put it together and last long on your success journey, you need self-discipline. Self-discipline is like the oil that lubricates your journey so that you keep at it, so that even if there is a friction, you are able to go on, okay, with time. The friction is painful, the friction is not comfortable, friction is something that you don't want to have, but when you put that lubricant, what happens? Voila, over time, it starts working better, and that is what self-discipline does for you. I'm going to define self-discipline generally first, then I'll define it in 3 ways. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Let's do this way. So now self-discipline is ability to do what you're supposed to do when you should do it, no matter what it takes, no matter how you feel, whether you feel like it, you don't feel like it, whether you feel the time is right or the time is not right, but you have to do it because it is expedient that you do it. That is self-discipline, okay? Now, I'm also going to define self-discipline in 3 aspects. Number 1, I'll tell you that self-discipline is self-love. What do I mean? If you love yourself, you will do all it takes to do what? Bring yourself to where you want to be and make yourself better. You want to be the best teacher? You study harder. You want to be the best orator? You have to do what? Practice oratory. You want to be the best poet? You have to practice poetry over and over and over and over again. Because you love yourself that way, you put in the work to be the best. Self-discipline is inner motivation. I talked about being the lubricant, self-discipline being the lubricant. This is where it comes in, self-motivation, inner motivation, okay? When all the crowd is gone, when the crowd is gone, when the applauds are over, when everybody has dispersed and is left only to you, your decision, and the challenges that are in front of you, what do? It is the inner motivation that you have. I call it the why, the reason. That is what will keep you on the track. It will make you to work it out. It will make you to put in your best. The third one is self-discipline. This is what self-discipline is not. Self-discipline is not a respecter of feelings, but it honors those who uphold, respect, and honors it. If you honor self-discipline, it will elevate you. It will make you the best and whoever you want to be. Self-discipline does not want to know if you are depressed, if you are sad, if you are tired, if you don't feel like it. It is stand up, do it. Wake up, go and jog, go and work out. Wake up, read. Hey, you've rested enough. It's time for you to sit up and study. It's time for you to put aside that cake. It's time for you to put aside that food that is going to add more weight to you when you want to live healthy. That is what self-discipline is. Now, what are some of the ways that we can build self-discipline? I'm going to mention a few. Number one, for you to really develop self-discipline, you need self-awareness. You need to know yourself, know your strength, know your weaknesses, know your struggles. What are your struggles? What are those things that you are not good at? How can you work around it? Okay, if you know what ails you, you will know how to deal with it. If you know what pulls you down, you will know how to put it in check. Self-discipline starts with self-awareness. You hold yourself accountable, you hold yourself responsible. Whatever you will become, whoever you will be, it's all up to you. People will advise you based on their experience. People will talk to you based on what they think. Today, there's nobody really there to, prod you on, to push you. So you push yourself. So since you know that you are on your own, what do you do? Know your strength and know what you can do. Secondly, have a goal. Identify your goal. What do you want to achieve? You cannot just say you want to be self-disciplined for self-discipline's sake. No, you want to achieve something, right? What is that? What do you have to do to achieve your goal? Have you ever wondered why every year, first day of January or first week of January, people are making resolutions that they don't even tend to meet up with by the end of January? Statistics has it that of all of the people that set goals, only about 5%, a fraction of 5% that keep to their goal. Why? Lack of self-discipline. People don't meet their goal. People don't achieve what they want to achieve because they are not disciplined enough. But when you have a goal, you have macro goals, that's the big goal. And the micro goals, those are the little things you have to do to get you there. That is where you build your discipline. What do you have to do? The goal is to shed weight. The goal is to live healthier. So what do you have to do to live healthier? You start with changing your meals. That is the micro goal. Change your meals, change your sleep pattern, work out more. Those are the micro goals that will take you to your major goals. But you have to be self-disciplined to do all these little ones to make up, to get to the bigger ones. Consistency. You cannot get or develop self-discipline without consistency. You need to be consistent in anything you are doing. I talked about time management 2 weeks ago and habits last week. And when I talked about habits, I said that you need to do it over time. Do it in a way that it's easy for you. You can check out the video in the description below. And you can go back to that video and listen to it, and the one on time management, because they are intertwined. Consistency. You do it whether you feel like it, you do it afraid, you do it tired, you do it when you fail. All these are parts of life, but you keep at it. Yes, you invested in that business, it didn't work out. Are you going to stop? Are you going to change? You move from one business to the other, you move from one course to the other, you move from one project to the other. It's going to build over time. Success is not short-lived, it's a long-term stuff. So you need to keep at it. You don't need to keep changing projects because one did not work. No, you need to be consistent in one thing. Over time, it will grow. Over time, it will build up. You persevere. Patience. Delayed gratification. And sometimes putting yourself in uncomfortable positions to build your self-discipline. How are you going to be disciplined enough not to eat that piece of cake if you don't delay the gratification of eating it now? You can put that piece of cake as a reward if you keep up with your healthy habits or healthy eating habits for 1 week. You can tell yourself, if I keep up with my good eating habits for 1 week, I'm going to have reward myself with a piece of cake. Yes. Have a mentor. You need to develop self-discipline, have a mentor. There are people that have gone before you and I to achieve what you want to achieve, to accomplish what you want to accomplish. What were their strengths? What were their weaknesses? What were the mistakes that they made? How did they pull through? Did they have it all easy? If they didn't have it all easy, what did they do? How can I apply some of these principles? You can mirror their actions. But I always say that when you want to mirror somebody's actions, personalize it. Craft it to become yours, because you are your own entity. You have your own identity. You are not the same person. So there's something that works for you that will not work for somebody else. And there's something that works for somebody else that will not work for you. So mold it and carve it out, craft it with your own signature. Personalize it, something that will work for you. Be positive. If you want to build self-discipline, remain positive and have the end in view. Visualize where you are going to. Visualize the end. What is it going to be like? You want to be the best poet? Can you see yourself reading poetry somewhere, or writing poetry, or having a poetic book or something? Visualize it. So if you can see yourself there, do you think that by being a layabout or being complacent, you are going to get there? Have the end in view. Visualize your end. Visualize the goal. Do it anyways. Whether you feel like it, you don't feel like it, do it. That is the only way that you get these things to work for you. You want to build self-discipline, you need to keep at it, keep the course. The reason why athletes, they're able to make it over time, and you see those ones that succeed, that is because they discipline themselves to practice, to train. Under rain, under sunshine is the same thing. All the people you see succeeding now is the same thing. You get better over time. You get closer to your goals when you discipline yourself enough to continue. People may not cheer you on. I say you are your best cheerleader. I think I've said it earlier. You're your best cheerleader. Everybody might not cheer you on, or then people might cheer you on and they leave. You have to sit down and cheer yourself on. You have to sit down and advise yourself. You have to sit down and encourage yourself, which is why you need the why. The why you are doing that thing. You move on, you push on. You don't give up. It's bleak, you move on. You're not getting the desired results, you move on. You continue, you don't stop because things are not going your way. You started that business and it failed. You continue, go back to study what went wrong. Self-discipline is what will keep you on that track. Is what will keep you where you are supposed to be at that time you're supposed to be there. Self-discipline, that is what you are lacking. That is the missing piece. You put it at the middle. It's like what pivots you to every other aspect that takes you to your place of success. The Bible says that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, and that a man, if you fail in the time of adversity, your strength is little. There's also a saying that no matter how high you have gone, no matter how successful that you think you are, if you lack character, you will not last long there. The character is self-discipline. Because if you discipline yourself to go through the process, you will not look for shortcuts. Because when you look for shortcuts, you miss certain things. Yes, God blesses us. God breaks protocols for us. God favors us. But before God will even do that for you, he needs to know or see that you can handle whatever he's going to bring your way. How will you get to that point where God is going to break protocols for you if you are not disciplined enough to walk the walk? Even the Bible tells us, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. You have to work it out. You don't just sit down. Then you build yourself up through self-discipline. So I'm going to ask you, what's it going to be like? Are you ready to have that multi-million dollar business? Are you ready to earn your first million? Are you ready to change the course of your life? Are you sure that you are ready to have a change, to change things? Then you need to stay the course and be disciplined enough to do that. But let me tell you, hey, I'm going to burst your bubble. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be like a walk in the park. There'll be time when you will not feel like it. There'll be time when it's as if your bones are crushed. There'll be time when you feel beaten down and there's nobody to raise you up. Hey, you have to be disciplined enough to look beyond the present, to look beyond what has put you down and look at where you are going and what you intend to achieve. Then you pick yourself up and say, yes, though it is not easy, I'm going to do it. Though I don't feel like it, I'm going to do it. You delay gratifications. Sometimes you might even put yourself in a place of discomfort just to push yourself harder, to push yourself extra. That extra is what makes the difference. It's what puts you apart. That extra, you can only do it through self-discipline. That extra is what differentiates you and puts you ahead of the crowd. That extra is what will give you the result that you have been yearning for. I would like to hear what yours is, what resonates the most with you. What are your struggles? How best do you think you can work on the struggles? Let me hear from you. You can add your own points. What are other ways that we can develop self-discipline? Self-discipline is a very vast and wide topic. It's not something that you can just say that if we decide to teach self-discipline, it's going to take hours, series upon series. But this is just me trying to bring it in a nutshell and tell you that you can actually make it, you can actually do it, you can actually become better. But are you ready to discipline yourself enough to do that? You have to learn to lead yourself. Yes. How can you be a leader without leading yourself? Self-discipline helps you do that. It's a wrap for me today. And please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, like and comment, and also share, please. Have a wonderful day. And I hope that you develop your self-discipline. I'll be waiting to hear your story. Thank you and have a very wonderful day. Bye.